Hey guys, it's Banner. Welcome back to Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we cleared the forest temple. Yeah. And in this part, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff. In fact, we're probably going to reach the next temple, because to be honest, there's not much to do before the next temple. Kokiri Forest is now no curse. Yay, so everyone's all out and happy and dancing in the street. If there were any cars, there are no cars in Zelda. There are no cars whatsoever. There's carriages. There's no cars here. There's carriages in Twilight Princess. That's about it. Okay, so let's leave Kokiri Forest. Now we've got two things that we can do. I'm gonna head over to Lake Hylia first because there's Bono. I'm gonna head over to Lake Hylia first. This is one of the Vegas side things that you can do. And holy snap, this tree. This tree has caused me more troubles than anything else. Oh, and the next tree too, yeah. That's nice. Anyway, let's head off to Lake Hylia. I'm a little bit afraid though, because I cannot remember. You remember Bonuru? I don't remember what, I don't oh, for goodness sake, Epona. That's one thing, the horse is very stiff, to be honest. But I'm actually a little bit worried that I cannot seem to remember, the song I played to Bonuru. I wanted to play something simple, but I don't know. Yeah, you can jump over these. So technically, yes, you can bring Epona into Lake Hylia. Which is alright, because Lake Hylia is a big place. So let's head over to Bonuru, because after 7 years, Bonuru needs to remember that song, right? Maybe? Ah. Don't speak. Also, by the way, you may notice that there's not much water. Just maybe you've noticed that. Okay, so if you go and put out your ocarina in front of him, he's like, "Hey, it's the ocarina. Play a song with that." That was not the right song. What? Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, okay. Come on. I remember it was something like that. The Scarecrow's song. So if you play him this song, I'm blown away. Oh no. I didn't forget the song. I never forget anything. But I just feel like rewarding you, baby. I have a good idea. My buddy Pierre is wandering around, so play that tune when you want to call him. I'll tell him to help you if he's nearby, and here's that song, baby. So yeah, so this is kind of an interesting that you can trigger. If you do that, then you can play the Scarecrow song wherever you want, and it'll pop up. You may be wondering what's the point of that. It comes in handy in the next temple, though. So yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for when I'll do that next time. Other than that, though, let's head over to Castle Town because we got something that we can do over there. Oh, for a second there, I was like, dude, don't go back, don't go back. And I was like, because I just remembered, didn't we just maybe place one of these beans here? One of them beans, them beans. Yeah, let's see, let's ride this bean. Ah! Bean! What are you doing? Bean, where are you going? Where are you taking me, Bean? Bean! Ah! 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 Oh. Okay, well maybe let's do that later. Yeah, let's maybe do that later. I was kind of panicking there. Maybe you need a later item. Trust me, we'll be getting quite a few items. Although to be honest, if you look at our item screen, there's look, a chicken hatched from the egg that we were incubating. It's the miracle of life. Okay. So anyway, if we head over to the Temple of Time. Just run past the Redeads. By the way, I like how every single building is destroyed. Like, that's just kind of... except for the Temple of Time. Yeah. If you knew that Link was in there, why wasn't like crush the temple? Crushed everything else. Maybe it's holy. Can't do anything about it. I don't know. So if we head back to the Temple of Time, you notice there's that symbol on the ground that's similar to the Sacred Forest Meadow. Anyway, if you head back here, you'll notice Sheik. Sheik's all like, hey, what's up? You destroyed the wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awakened the sage, but there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. Dun dun dun. If you want to return to your original time, return the Master Sword to the pedestal of time. By doing this, you will travel back in time, 7 years in time. Right now, it's maybe not the time to do that. The time will come when you all have to return here quickly in time. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time, the Prelude of Light. I'll play you this in 4/4 time. Oh my goodness, so much time. Anyway, so now we're learning the Prelude of Light. Prelude of Light is basically like the Sacred Forest, or it's like the Minuet Forest. It will just warp us back to here instead. Which is pretty handy because there are no other warps to... or there are no other ways to shortcut all the way over to Hyrule Castle. And by the way, these songs work in the past as well. So yeah, so now you can just put your sword on the pedestal and suddenly you'll be the past. And that is why this game is awesome, because like, dude, especially the end of the game will actually be involving puzzles between the past and the present and the future, more so. It's the present and the future. So yeah, unfortunately you hold time itself in your hands. We shall meet again in time. Let's stop with the time puns. Ah, whoa. That was some pretty bright light. Alright. So anyway, let's head over to Kakariko Village. That is the next place that we've got to end up going to. You can go back in time, and it's kind of... if you haven't got Banuru's song, or you haven't got enough of your magic beans, you can go back in time, buy the beans, and plant them in places. I believe maybe the last 2 beans are actually required in places we haven't been in. Bean in... aha. Yeah, because I honestly do think we've placed beans in pretty much every location that we can, and there is still more to the world. Like, we've never gone over to the west of the world. Western Wild. So yeah, so anytime you want to go to Castletown, just play this song. And by the way, the Sacred Forest Meadow song is one of the easier ways to shortcut to places. For example, it is quicker if you're in... It would be quicker just to use the warp and then go straight to Goron Village. However, we do have a couple of things that we can do on the way, and so that's why I'm kind of heading it from this way. Stop. We don't actually have that much to do before the temple, though. You just kind of have to trek your way up to the temple, and that's about it. Okay, so now we're up to the top of here. We're up to Kakariko Village. Yay! So anyway, Kakariko Village. Remember when they were building this building? Well, now it's done. Yeah. Actually, one thing I'm wondering is that can you redeem your gold Skulltula gifts in the past? Which case you'll cause a major paradox if you do, but... Okay, hello! The curse has been broken! Thank you! Here's a reward for you! And he gives you... Bomb shoes! Pointless. Well, they're not that pointless, but... Considering that, I've already gotten them. The curse has been broken! Thank you! Here's a reward for you! And this guy gives you... Piece of Heart! That is... the 20th Piece of Heart. So yeah, so that's 50 Skulltulas. The last one is this guy right in the middle. He's the last one. If you get 50 Skulltulas... If 50 more Skulltulas on top of that, because... Yeah, so you get 100. He will give you... I'll give you the spoiler. He will give you infinite money. You basically tell him, I want money, and he'll give it to you. Problem is, 100 Skulltulas, that is pretty much by the end of the game. So if you're... Which, considering it's even Skulltulas, I guess you can find Skulltulas, but you gotta buy for pieces of heart. But it's generally... It's kind of difficult to not get everything on the way to 100 Skulltulas. So anyway, let's play a game. So anyway, this is a game for grown-ups. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Wait. This sounds very familiar. This actually does seem very familiar. Thankfully, arrows are a little bit more responsive. It fires up. Yeah, I was thinking that. But wait, there's more! Perfect! First go. So anyway, we get a big quiver. Now we can carry 40 arrows in total, which is nice. So yeah. So I guess we can head off to Dodongo's Cavern. You may be wondering, what are we doing in Dodongo's Cavern? Didn't we clear that dungeon already? Well, there are a couple of things that I believe you can get like 2 more Skulltulas from there. There's also a little thing that you can get outside of it. So yeah. So Death Mountain Trail. Death Mountain is kind of a bit of a smoky place right now. And Lake Hylia has no water. No water, that's no problem. But basically now, I think you could consider this the halfway mark of the game. So anyway, if you stand on this, remember we placed another magic bean there, it'll raise you up here. Which is kind of nice. Also, I believe the thing may even take you up the entire way, all the way up to where the Goron City place is, and that's kind of nice, because we don't actually have to go straight up to Death Mountain. In fact, that's not the intended path. The intended path isn't to go up to Death Mountain, it's to actually go through Goron City, and then you end up at Death Mountain. So anyway, yeah, so let's try and figure out where exactly we're supposed to be going. Here's step not in the lava. I'll give you that as a hint. Basically, it is the same temple. There's nothing really that different about it. Let's wait for this thing to lower so that we can ride it up. There we go. Now, I believe you can get this first one in the past as well. You needed the boomerang, so... And I gotta get over there, don't I? Yeah. You needed the boomerang, so it was a little bit out of the way, but I wouldn't consider it to be that bad. Also, we gotta get past these things. There you go. I wouldn't consider it to be that bad. So yeah, so watch out for them bats. I think we got a metal shield. We had a metal shield last time, didn't we? It's the same metal shield. So anyway, what? Oh, I gotta stand on the switch. Okay. I'm on fire. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to head up to the left, head over to this left a bit, or in fact, it probably seems easier just to go up to this left bit anyway. And you can see there's a Skulltula right there. Now you may be wondering, oh, that's how you get up there, yeah. Actually, I guess you couldn't have gone up the other way. Okay, so yeah, now you can't get this unless you have like the hook shot or the boomerang. You can get this in the past with the boomerang, but I guess it's convenient now because there's also another Skulltula that you can get here. And this one does require the Bonuru song, which is kind of the Scarecrow song. Kind of intriguing how we get to use it. I think the Bonuru song is a bit of a vague-ish side mission quest thing. But yeah, pretty much 50 Skulltulas onwards will not really help you at all. Oh, thank you, Risen Platform, for taking forever. Taking forever. Okay, so let's head over to this right bit. I believe there's a Skulltula just about here. Ah, dongos. Whoa, okay. Hey, you see the Skulltula? The Skulltula was up there. Now I believe if you're in the right spot, you'll see Navi fly over to a green. You'll see Navi turn green, like right there. Okay? When Navi does that, play your Scarecrow song. And oh, what? Him, Mr. Scarecrow, there you are. He'll pop up, he'll be like, hey, what's up? So, now, what you do with your Scarecrow is that you use your hook shot on him, and you can actually latch your way up here. Yeah, I know. That's what the Scarecrow does. There are several Skulltulas that you can get like that. Of course, Skulltulas, I mean, like, what's the point anymore? There is no point for the Skulltulas anymore. So anyway, yeah, so those were the two Skulltulas that we had to grab. Now, let us head all the way up to Goron City. So does this actually take you all the way up? Which would be very handy if it did. Oh, it does. How nice. Oh, dude, that thing even... Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't quite take you all the way around, but... That's still pretty nice. So, let's head inside Goron City. Okay, now I believe that there is a Skulltula that you can grab, and I believe that Skulltula is called Bingo. Above? Nope. Oh, it's below. Okay. Oh yeah, it's over there, yeah. This is a really awkward Skulltula. Like, legit. Oh. That's what I mean by it's really awkward. You know, actually, I'm gonna shoot it first. I'm gonna shoot him first. Then we can attempt to get him. Or we can get the thing out. I don't know, there's no point, really. Because this is way too low for the hook shot, isn't it? Apparently not. Okay. Yeah, so there is no one here anymore in Goron City. Kind of, yeah, it's a pretty lonely place. There's only one guy here, and that's this guy. And this guy will run away, so let's do the age-old technique of bombing the Dodongos. These aren't Dodongos, bombing the Gorons. Or you could just use the... You could just use the bomb flower supplied. You shall eat my bomb! Apparently not. But he will go an odd direction, okay. Alright, where's he? Okay, here he is. Here he is. Got it. Got it. Go, go, go. Oh my goodness. I'm not very skilled at doing this. Oh, do not jump off, you fool. Oh, so...
How could you do this to me? You're one of Ganondorf's servants. Hear my name and tremble. I am Beardale, hero of the Gorons.
Stole my name. Next it's gonna steal my body. Nah.
What? Your name is also Beardale? Then you must be the legendary Dodongo Buster and hero Beardale. My dad is Darunia. Do you remember him? Dad named me Beardale after you because you're so brave. It's a cool name. I really like it. Beardale, you're a hero to us Gorons. I'm so glad to meet you. Please give me your autograph. Sign it to my friend Beardale of the Gorons. Oh, I guess it's not a good time to ask you for this. Please help everyone. My dad, Darunia, went to the fire temple. A dragon is inside. If we don't hurry up, even my dad will be eaten by the dragon. Boo!
Calm him down if you can. Maybe he will calm down if you talk to him. What do you want to ask him? So yeah, so you can ask him about the dragons.
A long time ago, there was an evil dragon named Volvagia living in this mountain. That dragon was very scary. He ate Gorons. Using a huge hammer, the hero of the Gorons, boom, destroyed it just like that. This is a myth from long ago, but it's true. I know because my dad is a descendant of the hero. Boo-boo!
And then you can ask him about the Gorons, and he'll be like,
everybody was taken to the fire temple. While my dad was out, Ganondorf's followers came and took them all away. All of them will be eaten by Volvagia. Dad said that Ganondorf has revived Volvagia. As a warning to those who might oppose him, Ganondorf is going to feed them all to Volvagia. Dad went to the fire temple all by himself to try to save everyone. Please help me now. I'll give you this heat-resistant tunic.
So yeah, so he gives you the Goron tunic, which is a heat-resistant tunic, and it's outside, so it won't fit a kid. So, and also all the doors magically open when he gives you this. So I think this is kind of interesting. Now we're finally getting new equipment. Besides the two shields, we're actually getting a new tunic, which changes the color and absolutely nothing else. Yeah, for some odd reason, the color makes it heat-proof. I don't know. So anyway, just dead bad. Once we get over here, just where Darunia used to be, grab the statue from the front and pull it forward. And this will allow you to walk behind it, which will lead you into Death Mountain Crater. Now there's two things that we can get before we head on to the next, to the temple, which is just right there through the door. However, because it's a new temple, we gotta sit through this. Yeah. I've still got my hookshot out, apparently.
It is something that grows over time, a true friendship, a feeling in the heart that becomes even stronger over time. The passion of friendship will soon blossom into a righteous power, and through it you will know which way to go. This song is dedicated to the power of the heart. Listen to the Bolero of Fire.
So yes, this is the Bolero of Fire. Just a pickety. So anyway, so this is the Bolero of Fire. Like every other song that we've learned in the past couple, by every other song, like the Prelude of Light and Numenera Forest, it will warp you right here. So if you need to warp right here, then it's very convenient. Whoa. Fire. Fire! Fire! The bridge is on fire! Yeah, it's not safe to set the bridge on fire, isn't it? So anyway, yeah, so there are two things that we can get just before we head into the temple, which I'll end the part off when we do that. I believe the first thing that we can do is we can... Is there anything up there? Actually, you know what I think we have to do? I think we gotta go back in time. I think, so thankfully it's convenient that we do have these warps that will allow us to do this thing, but I honestly do think we gotta go back in time for this. A little bit annoying at the beginning of the temple. It's like a temple? Nah. Put the Master Sword back and just... What's it? So, we're putting the sword into the pedestal of time, and this will make us a real boy. Okay. Now, even though we don't have the we don't have the Goron tunic. I mean, we can't use it as a child. We can, however, thick it out for like a minute. Okay, now in Death Mountain we got two things that we gotta do. First of all, let's get out this bottle with the bugs in it. Yeah. And I believe it's somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, drop the bugs in it. By the way, you saw those rocks? They're blocking the temple, so you cannot access this temple as Child Link, even though it seems like you could. Because the rocks are right there. I'm gonna put the bean in as well. And Skulltula should pop out, yeah. So yeah, so there's Skulltula number 57, I believe, yeah. And that was another bean. So let's just walk back to the to the Temple of Time, and we'll just come back right here. And now we're back at Death Mountain Crater. Oh look, there's Magic Bean. Wasn't placed here long ago. Nope. And it's tempting me. I believe it brings you up to the top if you really want to get up to the top. But I think you gotta jump off it. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna fall off it. Go back up again. And let me jump off onto the piece of heart. Because it goes pretty fast around it. There you go. Oh. There you go, piece of heart. 22. Okay, so there is the Fire Temple. Original name, yeah. Yeah, they kind of run out of good names afterwards. Anyway, if we head in here, who needs ladders when you can jump? I do, apparently. And if we head through here, we'll finally end up at the Fire Temple. See you guys next time.